Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
We ought to put it to good use. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use... Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I've just had a thought. Every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
Words worth hearing.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
We must not let down our guard.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Now then, which way?
Let us trust in ourselves and proceed with caution. I'd wager our merry band can handle whatever comes.
No challenge is beyond our combined might.
True enough. Tis a remarkable treasure we found.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search. So this is Merv. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see. Perhaps a walk through the streets would help jog your memory.
Pitiable arisen. Shackled by a foul curse and wronged of all men. Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
We must withdraw!
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? Pray, save your thanks. 'Tis only just that I should aid you in turn. After all, 'tis only by your courage that I live today. Had you not leapt between me and that dragon, I know you suffered for it. Such ghastly wounds. And I could not hear your heart beating. It was a miracle that you survived. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you, Autopist?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermund, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
Let us speak with everyone we can think of who might know aught of use.
Oh, at long last, I am returned to you.
Not that I care a lick either way. It's all the same to me. If this one's
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something? Do come again.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, try them as you like. Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
A moment long awaited. I knew 'twas only a matter of time before you...
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something? Do come again.
Where to now? What am I to do? You really ought to have returned by now.
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went...
Didn't you hear me? The Watchhead...
Well met. Hope to see you again.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients. Goblins, master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Let's hope you're not one of them. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
I'll save you! Your aid is appreciated. Hard one.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard. Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle? If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance?
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Good. Let us make for the An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Or...
A common reward, frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy.
Perhaps 'tis time we return to our base of operation.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard.
I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
To retreat then.
Let us defer to the Arisen's You are in need of healing. Allow me. Won't I there? I'll go and open the chest. What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I have a feeling it will be worth the climb. I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and down.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
What's this? We're trapped. Aye! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Cyclops! Pray, be on your guard.
Mayhap the force of this turret will be employed to its own end.
It's not how we do this, when. I imagine it will be most beneficial.
Arisen, are you alright? It seems we have it ready.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
By all means. Rogues, worms, and horses. Lord save our best will do.
At last, it all becomes clear.
First and foremost, we want to knock it off balance. Punching the target for lying prone.
This battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seize victory. Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! I'm saved. Thank you, Arisen.
Continue our onslaught and the behemoth will soon topple.
What was that sound? Fall back!
Never have I encountered such a strategy.
You have my gratitude, sir. It seems I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
One never can have too many of these.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
This heavy pack is slowing me down somewhat, but methinks I can manage for the time being.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Goblins, master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Most impressive, Master.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Outstanding. It was a glorious success.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
Seems we drove them off. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart.
This looks as good points as any.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
I'd sooner stay were it possible.
I hope my subordinates are attending.
Can't remember. The last time I had a proper meal.
Are the new recruits battle ready? That is all I have to report.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Would that I could spend all day here.
It's not enough for my
It's where there be to find in town today.
Always another errand to see to.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
Somehow my feet always carry me. Wonder what route
I ought to turn in for the night. I the spirit of a woman half my age.
No troubles.
What should I get
Tell is, Vermund was once the Beastren kingdom.
Truly?
Indeed. Though 'tis not.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest quality line these shelves. And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Looking for a craftsman? I'm a master of my trade. Hope to see you again.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Need anything?
Times change, but there's always coin to be made. Stop by again soon.
I'll go and open the chest.
Interested in my wares? The rules at... Go on, have a look. Business hasn't been the best for some time now. Many thanks.
Suppose I'm tired. I've barely slept a wink.
Now, where was I headed?
I don't tell apart.
The rules at your
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or great swords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Certain vocations are unavailable at present. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Whence might we procure such a thing?
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
This really is...
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself. And even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, it isn't to be.
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the western road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore, but no sack of gold could compare to a fellow life, eh?
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly...
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire... You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. You have my gratitude. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect. Such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply will not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a time-honored elven custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, would you be willing to give me a demonstration? It might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I only ask that you... Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold. But this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bow. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
The Goblin's lair lies somewhere along the western road. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to know someone taught them a lesson at least. The Goblin's lair lies... I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind...
I'm a tad busy at the moment.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
I've a nose for rumors.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Always a pleasure.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. Good evening, Arisen.
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, do come again.
Need anything?
Peruse at your leisure. Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour?
Shall we get some rest then?
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust?
I have nothing further to add.
"'Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside."
Peruse at your leisure. Well met, sir.
It's nice to see everyone out and about.
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
What about you seems familiar. Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of respite for the weary traveller. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth.
Much obliged.
This inspires. Naught but misgivings.
A tad rowdy, but
I've had many customers with decent food. This town must have needs. 'Tis my duty to see to.
On fine fettle today. Weary.
Take joy by the finally some peace and quiet. What was it I had to do?
Can't expect to fare so well every day.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell us there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
I'm in no hurry to leave.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
Got to through this. Shift's only just begun.
I am well enough, thank you.
this ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
I lament this calling has chosen
But
to
not
lie.
at the expense of my duty.
At once, Master.
Use these flames to stop them. Fight our enemies. I'll combine my magic with yours. My cast spells great.
The product of heedlessness.
Is anyone able to aid our comrades?
Arisen! Are you alright? 'Tis a foe worthy of caution. Naught save our best.
I am well aware of River much easier target when lying prone.
This battle will demand all our strength. That could have gone better.
Grant you an elemental boon. It seems we have a great number.
Might be not use their range to our
against this foe.
By your means.
To best this bit, we must do whatever we can to knock it off balance.
It is certainly worth trying.
We must not give them a chance to recover.
Focus attack. Assess the situation. How many of us are still standing? Master, watch out!
Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen.
There, it's this moment. Nigh unstoppable when it is dropped. We must do what we can to prevent it from losing its temper.
How are we meant to attack it without conquering it?
Our foe is thrown off balance.
There is no better time to strike.
Focus attack on this foe.